welcome back to Waxing On with RJ. This is episode 10. I am Jake Jackson. This is Rich Jackson. And I know we've been gone for a little bit, but we got some picks for you. Yeah. And, today is also, Record Store Day?
It's Record Store Day, yeah.
So Ridge is, maybe got a little surprises for us here.
A little something.
After our picks. But, Ridge, you want to take it away and start us off with a pick?
All right. So we'll keep this episode. We'll do our usual of our picks and then do some talking shit on the end of it. But so my picks for this episode, usually I'm the metal guy and post a bunch of metal or whatever. I only have one metal album on this whole thing, and it is a release by Alter. It is fantastic. Aesthetic Reflection. Fantastic record. Released on Everlasting Spew Records. Basically like a experimental death metal band from Australia. Like atonal, dissonant, chaotic, cavernous sounding shit. Like, it's really strange, brutal, heavy music. Love it. Like, if you really like Morbid Angel or Gore Guts or like Neurosis, even, I think, which I don't think a lot of people put it that with it, but I think that I get some Neurosis vibes at times and a little bit of Portal because of the weirdness. But Australian band, they have another full length that was released like a while back. I want to say like 9-10 years ago.
Okay. So they've been a band for a while.
Yeah, they've been a band for a while, but I don't like as to why, there was a gap in the releases. I don't know, but it's a beautiful record. Like, it's actually still on my record player, but I was listening to it earlier and forgot to get it out, which is not good to do. Don't do that with your records.
Yeah, don't leave them on the turntable.
Yeah, don't do it like me.
Went to a friend's house recently and saw that. I said, what the hell's wrong with you?
Well, it gets all
animal
dust in there and all kind of, and then we're in a basement and it's dusty and shit. I have to vacuum my record player every now and then. But the artwork it's crazy. Like, got all these dudes in robes around this stuff, and then it folds out and it like continues the artwork, which is really killer. And her artwork, sick. But this whole album is just, it thrives off of like building that atmosphere, and it's kind of making you feel uneasy. And I like that in music. I like my music to make me feel uncomfortable at times.
Yeah.
When I want it. But amazing production, guitar tone's insane. My favorite track off this album is Perverse Entity. But pretty much like they're all bangers. They're all 10 out of 10, no skips.
And this was released last year, or?
Yeah, it was released in January 2022.
So did you miss it last year, or did you listen to, or was it like a late kind of,
No, I didn't miss it last year.
Okay.
I listened to it a lot, loved it. And then where did I get the copy from? Because they're in Australia, it was only released in like Europe and shit, so we couldn't get it I couldn't get it without paying an insane amount of money for shipping. So Meteor Gym, that record store in Chicago.
Yeah.
I ordered it. They had it as like a kind of like a watch list, and I got it one night, like the notification about that the album was in shop. So like I was sitting on the couch, like had a few, and I was just like, whoa, it's in there. And it said like, click the link. Like, I thought it was just going to take me to the page with it, but no, it just like ordered the album for me, which I was going to do it anyways. But yeah, it's killer. Record's over there, but it's on 180 gram black vinyl. Sounds fantastic. Yeah, that's my first pick.
Now, did that account have any more available, or like CDs or cassettes?
I don't know if Meteor Gym does. I don't think that they do, but if not, like, go to Meteor Gym.
Go follow them. They're a great account.
Follow them. They have,
a lot of cool stuff.
You love any kind of extreme music, hardcore, metal, pretty much hardcore metal, like all the different shit, in that genre, in those genres. But, yeah, it's amazing.
No Taylor Swift record will be there.
No Taylor Swift records, but I will say thank you, Taylor Swift, for releasing an insane amount of copies on Record Store Day because I was late and I still got mine. So I'm guessing people
100,000. I think she's released.
Yeah, they put that it put that they were only releasing like 75, but then apparently it was 100.
That's a lot of vinyl.
Yeah,
it's a lot of vinyl.
It's insane. Which I mean, I
get it, but
I mean,
what I don't like is the people that get in line and who aren't Taylor Swift fans and are buying the record just to sell it, and then someone like a kid who really likes Taylor Swift doesn't get that vinyl because some asshole is wanting to just go make $1 off of it.
Right.
I don't appreciate that.
Oh, I would be curious to see what it's like on Discogs right now.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be astronomical.
I might check that out here in a second just so we can see. But yeah, Alters Aesthetic. I always forget the name of it. I'm bad with this. Aesthetic Reflections. But
all right,
killer record. All right, pass it on to you.
We're going to keep it in Australia because my first pick is a band from Australia.
Dude, are they from Australia?
They're from, they're either from Newcastle or Sydney. I mean, they even say in the well, I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it here in just a second. But my first pick is we're going to go back in time here. 2018 is by a band called Trophy Eyes, and the album is The American Dream. This was released on Hopeless Records in 2018, and I don't know what else to say. This is by far the most listened to album that I've listened to in the last 2 years, for sure. Oh, yeah. I listened to it at least once a week for the last couple of years. And when it first came out, I was a fan, but I'll be honest with you, great friend of the show, Jake Leahy, was a big Trophy Eyes fan, from their second album into this album, and he kept telling me that, dude, this album is a game changer. You would love it, and I liked it. It's like a yellow vinyl.
I like that.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a mellow yellow. Best soda there is in the biz. Pib Zero's number 2. Yeah, this album is, I really got hooked on it in the last couple of years, and I never did get the vinyl. And they were sold out on Hopeless. When I tried to repressing, man, it's hard to, So I tried to get, and then they re-released one a couple months ago, and I had to pre-order it. And every single song for me about music that I like, melody, lyrics, storytelling, it's heavy. It's just, I like very emotional music, and that album to me is perfect. No skips. It's about 40 minutes long, 11, 12 songs. I like the little acoustic, little interlude type songs they did. And
they've got a guitar solo in there.
There is You Can Count on Me. There is a guitar solo.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to describe this music. I mean, some people call it melodic hardcore. Some people call it emo. Some people call it pop punk. But I think they're a little bit of a lot of things because they do not sound like. Because John Floriani, to me, the vocalist, has a very unique voice. Like, he does not sound like anybody else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I thought it's very happy music, which it's
lyrics
not,
are not.
Which
literally their bio on Instagram said sad songs disguised as happy ones.
Yeah, but I mean, it just it feels like a really feel good summer album.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, day drinking.
When you and Barrett came over from pool and you tapped out a little bit early, but me and Barrett ended up staying up a little later, and I just kept playing songs off this album, and I was like, dude, this band, but if I had to pick a favorite track, it would be the last track. It's an epic. I love album closers.
That one is my favorite track also.
I Can Feel It Calling, and then if I had to pick a runner-up, it'd be the first track. I love when an album starts off great, and then, I don't know if you caught this, but you like the Killers, right? Or I thought you maybe were a Killers fan, or somebody that one of your friends are, but anyway, they reference a Killers album in the first song, and I like when artists. Yeah, it was Sam's. Literally, he's talking about laying on his bed listening to Sam's Town.
Sam's Town is a good record.
Yeah,
I have that on CD somewhere in the garage.
Okay, but the Autumn and I Can Feel It Calling are my favorite tracks, and also check out their new singles that they've released. They've released 2 new songs, Blue Eyed Boy and What Hurts the Most, and also go see them in the States because they're getting ready to literally start tour next week. They're opening for Against the Current and and then they're doing some headline shows, which one of them happens to be in St. Louis, and I can't wait. And I think you said you might go. It's for my birthday. It's literally the day after my birthday, so I'm calling it my birthday.
I'll go.
And
I'll go for
there's literally, I bought like 9 tickets. I got a bunch of people. It's a party. So go see them at Red Flag, May 21st. Like Pacific's opening, they're a badass band from Canada. Also, St. Louis bands. Try to open up for them because they were looking for openers.
Are they still searching? Or?
I'm not sure, but they put it on Twitter that they were looking for local openers. So if you want to open for Trophy Eyes, give them a ring or something. I don't know, but their new album comes out in June. Check out The American Dream if you haven't. It's a masterpiece, and I could keep talking about it, but I'm going to stop. Trophy Eyes, The American Dream.
Yeah. All right. What do I have next? I'll dive right into it. So this next pick of mine is an artist that I've always been obsessed with her. She's amazing. Like every bit of music. Well, no, there's some albums that I'm not a big fan of, but I still respect them because of her ability. Like amazing singer, songwriter, composer. But it's Bjork. Vespertine. Vespertine is the 4th studio album. It was released in 2001. It's very kind of stripped down. Like there's no percussions in this album, like true percussion instruments. It's usually like the tearing of fabrics. Or,
you said it was somebody's footsteps or something.
Yeah, in the track Aurora, there is they're kind of like the beat that's kind of keeping it going is somebody stepping in snow, just like back and forth, stepping in snow. And there's like clothes rubbing together. They had like a music box handmade for this album. That's amazing. But yeah, I just happened to see this for really cheap, and I've always wanted this record. So I got this, and I got Post, her second album. But every track is so good, and it also sounds different at different volumes. So say you listen to it quiet, and it kind of has a different sound than when you turn it up. Because when you turn it up, you hear like just these off the wall things all over the place, that just this atmospheric, like little sprinkles throughout the record. I love it. Like Hidden Place is fantastic. Undo, Aurora, Sun in My Mouth. It's just like, I mean, there's one song on this album that I've always never really been a huge fan of. Maybe it's Not Up to You or something. I don't know. It's like real poppy and stuff.
I honestly think that was. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that was my favorite.
Was it?
The one that was the most like a song, like song structure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But that's. I mean.
But it's very. I noticed what you said. Like when I would listen to it, the audio would like. I was like, this album is made for vinyl. Like you know.
Actually, when she recorded this album, it was like the height of like Napster and stuff. So
Lars was right.
Well, it's like she didn't care that people were pirating her music. I mean, I'm sure Elektra didn't like it, but she made it with all of these like ambient, homemade kind of sounding things, and made everything stripped down. So that way, if you were downloading it, it would sound good on your computer or whatever, iPod or something like that. So it would still, the music would translate no matter if you had it on record, CD, or pirated it. So that was like, she did that intentionally from what I've read.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty cool. It's just like people are gonna, I don't know. I have like a kind of, I'm torn with like pirating music because like we used to do it back in the day because we live in southern Missouri and we can't
no record stores.
Yeah. So
and stuff you wanted to hear was not available.
And like back then we didn't have like high speed internet and stuff, so we would like rip off of each other's iPods and stuff like that. But yeah, Bjork, Vespertine, fantastic. Like everybody knows Bjork. whether silly things or you love her, but she is an amazing, amazing musician that I've always loved and I still will love forever. Also got Elise really into Bjork. I thought that was cool. Like her, like we bonded listening to some records and stuff. And
The Hunter's my favorite Bjork song.
Of Homogenic.
Right? Yeah, it was because Code Orange opens up with The Hunter.
How do they open up with it?
I don't know, but it's fucking badass when they do it.
Is it recorded?
No, they play I'm the Hunt when I saw them in Springfield.
When you see them live? Okay.
Yeah, and then they play The Hunter, and then they go and, Code Orange is out for blood, and then, check, Yeah. But, and then Say Anything references Bjork. That's my Bjork connection. That's how I know Bjork.
She's amazing. I mean, like, she sings in like 3 octaves, which is nuts. But, yeah. But, I mean, it's 1080 black vinyl.
You got it off Amazon, right?
I did get it off Amazon for like $22 for a double 1080.
Dude, I've had no issues with Amazon ordering stuff.
I haven't. Like, I mean, support your distros.
Absolutely, but sometimes you
support your local record shops if you can get to them. Like, we have to drive like 50 minutes to get to one. But, yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, and I think actually one of my other picks came from Amazon too, because it was like $18. It went on sale for like $18, so I just bought it. But yeah, that's my second pick.
All right,
Bjork Vespertine.
My second pick is Bjork. They sound just alike. No, I'm just kidding. My second pick is New York hardcore legends. This is their 4th studio album, released in 2000. Madball, Hold It Down. This was originally released on Epitaph. They did one album on Epitaph.
What year was that?
2000. This is when it came out. This is a reissue though on I can't remember, but I got it off Days Records. Nice. Days is the they do Pain of Truth and stuff like that. And dude, I recommend. I mean, if you would have asked me 5 years ago if Hold It Down was my favorite Madball album, I would have said you're crazy. But it is now my. Time things change. Yeah. If 5 years ago, it would have been probably demonstrating my style or look my way. It's like silver, like them silver bullets over there.
Like silver,
silver bullet there.
Some swirl in there and everything. I dig that. That's a really good looking record.
Yep, got the Madball logo with the cigar in the mouth. There we go. Love it. But dude, this is literally.
It's a tough album.
It's tough. I mean, this for me. This is my favorite hardcore band ever. They do everything perfect. I think them and Tear have the most elite catalog in hardcore, and Hatebreed I'd put in there too. But for me, I mean, just perfect. Every song, no skips. It's 26 minutes long. I think it's about 14 tracks.
Yeah. Which is crazy that it's 14 tracks at 26 minutes.
Quick, get in and out, which I love. It's hard as fuck. Great lyrics for me. I mean, I obviously, I'm not from New York City, but, I love New York hardcore and, I love Madball. And if I had to pick a favorite song, I would say probably Semper Fi or Thinking to Myself.
Yeah.
Or
Done.
What's Done is Done.
What's Done is Done is a good track.
And then Bo and Colin on Hardboard talk about it all the time. Yeah. Can't Stop, Won't Stop is a perfect hardcore song because it has every part in hardcore. It has the fast part, it's got the mosh part, it's got great lyrics to me. And of course, what I like is the snare. I don't know what you're a musician. The snare sound. I don't know how to explain but I like that style of snare.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything like too off the wall with it, but also, I mean, I'm used to like the ping ping.
Well, I like that
snares, which is nothing bad about that. But like gore grind stuff, they all have ridiculous ass sounding snares that sound good. But yeah, I didn't notice anything too much. There was one track off. What was it like? It's like a.
It's DIFMM, and the intro is like some. They're making fun of some. I'm assuming some guy that's like,
I do this, like, there's like, I do this, not for the money and shit like that. And like, blah, 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 in my mom's basement and stuff. Like, I thought that was pretty,
it's pretty hilarious. But also the hardest intro in fucking history.
Oh, yes.
Where it's just them talking and it's just like, it's not a hardcore shirt. It doesn't, matter what jeans you wear.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard to me. Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah.
And you got, my favorite frontman in hardcore, Freddie Madball. Shout out to Hoya. Listen to the Smoking Word podcast. He just gets high as fuck in interviews. Like, he had Sammy from Drain on there, and
that's awesome.
The lead singer of Jive Bomb. And check out the Smoking Word. Listen to Madball. For me, the greatest New York hardcore band, the greatest hardcore band ever, and that's my second pick.
That's like when I seen that you were gonna have a Madball album, I was like, God damn it! Like, Jake's gonna have me listen to a Madball album, because I've never really been a big fan of Madball, but that record is really good. Like, I've listened to it because we've had these cooking for a while. We've just had some delays and stuff, but I listened to it again today on my way back from record store day, and I was just like, oh man, all these tracks, like, I'm gonna get home and then have to hook up to the speaker and shit. But no, like, I can't believe it's 14 tracks for 26 minutes.
I mean, they don't have any super, super long albums, but you have to admit, regardless, they are influential as hell, especially today.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many bands have tried to sound like them, be like them, and legends, for sure.
Well, I think that and back in the day, Converge used to have 2 guitar players, and I believe that the one guitar player, the rhythm guitar player, ended up going to Madball.
I thought it was Bane.
Oh, Bane.
Yeah.
I get those 2 bands mixed up.
Bane is also great, which Bane is coming back. They're playing shows this year.
Really?
So go see Bane live, too.
Nice. All right, so
what's your third pick, Ridge?
We'll go with I've got a few extra picks today, but we're going to go with some good old Midwestern emo. But pop punk, I guess, kind of too. But it's Nothing Feels Good by The Promise Ring. Got it here on this blue marbled vinyl. Promise Ring is an emo pop punk band. They're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Like, really, really good album. Good band.
Influential,
yeah, actually. And I actually found out something that I didn't know before. But the guitarist, Davey, from The Promise Ring, guitarist and vocalist for The Promise Ring, used to be the guitarist for Cap'n Jazz.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the biggest, kind of Midwest emo kind of band or whatever. But thought that was really, really cool. This album for me, like, it's a little nostalgic and sentimental to me. Like, I used to listen to this all the time, delivering pizzas and stuff back in my college days. Every song on this is it's really feel good, and then they would kind of like have like a kind of depressing song, but not really, but then go back into feeling good. And just the flow of every track is amazing. I mean, like, it straight up opens up to like, Is This Thing On, which is like really fast paced, and then kind of chills out a little bit, and then Red and Blue Jeans really kind of shows his, like, that guitar work that he would do in Cap'n Jazz and translates it over to this album. But everything on this is great. This was the second studio album that Promise Ring did.
Amazing album title.
Yeah.
That's fucking
I've always
great.
I love the album artwork for some reason.
It's amazing. It's iconic. Like, it's up there with the Sunny Day Real Estate one and the all the 90s. Texas is the Reason.
Texas is the Reason, baby.
All those bands from the 90s.
Yeah. But, I mean, Red and Blue Jeans and then Forget Me is probably my favorite tracks off this album. But really, I can just put this on and listen to it, and then I can turn it back over and play it again. Like, I can listen to this forever. And it was released in 1997, and it's still holding up to me and to a lot of other people because it's a very popular album. But yeah, Promise Ring, Nothing Feels Good.
Hell yeah,
it's a good record. Good record. That was my pick. My third pick.
Yeah, third pick.
Yeah,
Promise Ring. Nothing Feels Good.
Nothing Feels Good.
Amazing title. My third pick. We're gonna go something that's new. It's been out about a few weeks now. The Kings of New Jersey, to me, not Bruce Springsteen or any. This is my Bruce Springsteen of New Jersey. Them and Can't Swim, but this is the latest record from punk rock legends. They've been around forever. Amazing band, the Bouncing Souls. This is their latest album off Pure Noise Records called 10 Stories High. It was released about 3 weeks ago, and dude,
seen a bunch of copies of those at Joe's today.
Oh, they had some there. Yeah. Good deal. I'm glad. I can't say enough. I mean, every album's great. Look at that. It's like a blue swirl thing type going on here.
I like
Very
that.
cool. 10 songs, 10 bangers. It's only, once again, 22 minutes long.
It does not seem like it's 22 minutes long.
Yeah, it's only 22 minutes long.
Wow.
But it's amazing. I've loved all the singles they released. Also, go check out the music videos. They released like some cool like animation. I don't know who did the animation for it.
Do they have like a stop motion kind of
thing? It's
kind of
it looked really cool. 10 Stories High, and they released one the day of for Back to Better. Which, speaking of, that is probably my favorite song because I'm a big lyrics guy. In the chorus, it's like, let's get back to better. Let's find our center. I'm just like, dude, that gives like chill bumps.
That's speaking to you.
It speaks to me.
That's a good song.
Well, the Bouncing Souls, I think, have always been like they're
very uplifting band.
Uplifting type band. But, if you want to be honest, behind Rancid in '90s, like that era of bands, punk bands, to me, the Bouncing Souls are my number 2.
Oh yeah. Which
Souls used to I've never seen them live. You've seen it. You've actually got to see them.
Yeah, I've seen the Bouncing Souls maybe. I know I've seen them once. I want to say I've maybe seen them twice. But it is just like everybody's having fun and like crowd surfing and circle pit.
Well, you were probably going when How I Spent My Summer Vacation came out, like the one that had True Believers on it and has like the really big song. And then Hopeless Romantic was a couple of years before that, which is my favorite. Which, back to this.
I'm trying to think 2003 or 2.
So around when How I Spent My Summer Vacation was out.
2002. Maybe 2002, 2003 is the first time I've seen them.
Okay. Maybe. But they are amazing. And honestly, this may be a hot take, but this is up there with Hopeless Romantic and How I Spent My Summer Vacation for me. It's probably third. It ranks, and honestly, if I had to pick a favorite track, it would be True Believers Radio or Back to Better, or they have every song's fucking great, but I'm blanking. But
you can put that thing on and just
Back to Better, but it's fun. It's a typical. It's what you want from Bouncing Souls.
Yeah,
and also go see them at Delmar Hall May 12th with Anti-Flag, which I've never seen Anti-Flag either, which I want to go.
I have.
I would love to see both. I think I can't remember who else is playing, but I would love to go. It's May 12th at Delmar Hall. Check them out. I'm going to Blink and Turnstile the week before, so I might not have the funds to go.
Holy shit, you're going to that?
Oh yeah, I'm going to Chicago for 3 days.
Oh damn.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
But my third pick, the Bouncing Souls, 10 Stories High on Pure Noise Records, the best label, and for me, favorite label by far. Mm-hmm. Check them out. They're still doing great things. Go see them on tour.
All right. So I think this might be my last pick. I've got some other stuff, some other goodies to talk about afterwards, but we're going back down nostalgic road. Like,
I mean, we're hitting a bunch of Warped Tour bands here. Going back to 2003.
This was one last weekend when I went with the ATI Podcast up to the record space in Afton near St. Louis, but picked this one up along with a slew of other records. That place is awesome. The workers in there rule. Make sure you're nice and taken care of. But they've got if you want punk, you want hardcore punk, that is the place to go to.
80s Ramones.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, and if you're into horror,
VHS tapes.
Yeah, they got VHS. They've got special edition Blu-rays. They've got masks. They have
comics.
Yeah, they do have some comics, but it's usually like I think from what I'd seen, it was like music related.
Also, like Kiss comics, maybe.
Yeah, dude. Did you see that picture that I sent you of all, like, they had a
stack of the
Kiss
I remember
books
that,
and stuff. And like Barrett was just like, "Hey, you should send that to your brother. He might want those." And I was like, "Jake's not gonna read that book." Like,
here's the deal with Kiss: if there's no way in my lifetime I could collect everything that Kiss has ever done.
Right.
So I'm a little picky and choosy. Like, I'm not gonna get a Kiss casket or whatever the
Kiss
hell.
Condoms.
Kiss condoms. Like, do you remember that off tangent here? Do you remember that Kiss? They made a video game in the 90s.
No,
I want to play. It was a pinball game you could play on PlayStation.
Whoa!
I want to get it to see how bad it is. Apparently, it's awful. It's during Psycho Circus when they.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
we don't want to talk about that. But all right, my last pick in our traditional round is Alkaline Trio. God damn it! the first full length by Alkaline Trio, released in 1998. I was a young lad running around listening to this. Like, I think I had like a burned copy that somebody gave me, and I had that forever until it got scratched to hell, and then I had to like pirate it or something, but back in the day off of dial-up internet. But this is, I know they have a lot of other good albums. Maybe I'll Catch Fire is another really good one, but goddamn it, like, it's just raw. And then it's like almost kind of like a little bit, they've kind of got like some love song kind of feels in this, but then it's really morbid. And
well, Matt Skiba is a very dark lyricist. He always has been.
Which, I mean,
writes very dark lyrics.
He may have been like a little messed up around this era of Alkaline Trio, but I mean, you've got every song on this album is just amazing. Like Cringe, Cop, San Francisco, Nose Over Tail, As You Were, Enjoy Your Day, Clavicle, My Little Needle, Southern Rock, Message for Catherine, Trouble Breathing, Sorry About That. Like, it's just, if you're like any kind of punk or pop punk, like, give this record, if you've never heard it, listen to this record. It's amazing. And you got like the dudes there, Skiba looking a little wild,
legend.
But yeah, I mean, like, I've always been really, really attached to this album. Like, if I'm ever like in a bad mood or anything, for some reason, if I put this on, then I'm in a good mood. So that's why it's like I treasure it. Like, it's a good one. But Clavicle, Trouble Breathing, Sorry About That, I can go live on an island with those three songs.
Would you say that's your favorite Alkaline Trio album?
Oh, by far. This is my favorite Alkaline Trio album.
What's the one with Private Eye? I'm drawing a blank for me. Is that from here?
Private Eye is...
Is that from here to... Is that what it's called?
It might be From Here to Inferno.
I think that's my favorite.
But while you're looking that up, or are you going to look that up?
Yeah, I was just,
check this out.
Giving it a goob.
This is like a super cool record.
That is.
Like, I got like splatters and different two-toned records and everything are clear, but this little, I don't know, pinwheel or something is rad. Like,
very cool.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little bit. It's a re-release or something, but it's not an original. But yeah.
Oh, if you had an original from 98, yeah, that'd be really really tough to come by.
When I started looking up, like, because I couldn't remember what year it came out, and then seeing 98, I was just like, oh my god, I'm old, man. Like, I used to listen to this all the time in high school.
Also, go see Alkaline Trio in St. Louis this summer.
Before I could drive. Oh, are they coming to St. Louis?
Yes, they are opening for Fall Out Boy at the amphitheater. Yep.
I'll pass on that one.
But I've never seen Alkaline Trio, so because when I got in Alkaline Trio, Matt Skiba was in Blink, and he was, right. He did some Alkaline Trio stuff, but he was mainly doing Blink, so I never got to see him.
I seen Alkaline Trio one time, and I was so excited to see them. It was at like 2000 and it had to be like 2003 Warped Tour or 2002 when I seen Bouncing Souls. But they closed. Alkaline Trio did. And it took forever for them to get to the stage. And when they finally did, they had the guitarist from the Vandals with them. So it was 4 people. And for some reason, when I was a dumb kid, I was just like, I want to see Alkaline Trio, not 4 members. I want to see 3. But now I'm like, man, that was pretty cool. Like, I got to see an Alkaline Trio play with the guitarist from the Vandals. But
another great band, too.
Yeah, another good band. But, yeah. If you remotely like any punk or anything, listen to Alkaline Trio, goddammit. It's open your mind. It's a good album.
And if you like if you like Matt Skiba and Blink-182, you'll really like Alkaline Trio.
Yeah.
So, which honestly, that's the only time I've ever seen Blink. Matt Skiba was the one in the band. So this will be the first time I ever get to see Tom. Tom was, doing his alien, alien stuff and whatnot.
Wasting all his money on like space.
I don't know. I love that man. One of the funniest. Also follow him on Instagram. Funniest Instagram account in the world. Yeah. The Paul Stanley one. How's your hair? Where it's this really awkward picture of Paul Stanley. Incredible.
I love that one. Okay, so you got any more picks after that?
That's all the picks I got for this episode. But you got some record store stuff, record store day stuff.
Yeah, so I went to a record store day today. The plan was to wake up at like 7 a.m., drive up, get in line, and wait, because there was one particular album I was wanting. But I went to see Evil Dead Rise last night.
I heard it's great.
And, it was amazing. Like,
someone told me it's bloodier than Terrifier 2. And Terrifier 2 is really fucking bloody.
It is bloody, but it is not bloodier than Terrifier 2.
Okay.
Like, it's... there's a cheese grater at one point in that. That's all I'll say.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's fantastic. Acting's great. Everything about it was good. Practical effects were amazing. Like, acting was... but, good movie. But anyways, I was up there late and then cracked some cold ones when I got home and did not wake up in time. But luckily made it up there a little bit before noon. And there was one record I was really wanting. They had some pretty good releases this year, but one was a lot of live albums. But this one was what I had my eye on. And it is Alter by Sunn and Boris. I teased it a little earlier on the Instagram. But I got this album off of like an iPod rip or something, maybe from like Marcus back in the day. And I used to like just sit there and read comic books and stuff and listen to it. And it's like drone doom stuff because I mean it's Sunn and Boris, but it's just one that I've always really liked. I listened to it a lot, and I wanted to have this because it's the two pioneers of that style of music. But completely sealed. I haven't opened it yet. My kids went and did some stuff today, and I was waiting for them to open it. So, figured, why not open it now?
And
let's open it now.
An unboxing, or as they call it.
An unboxing.
Or whatever. Whatever they call it on YouTube.
I kind of don't want to open it. Like,
Well, you don't have to open it.
Well, no, I want to listen to it. But
okay.
I just oh, man. Let's see here.
That's double LP for sure, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a little lengthy, but no, this isn't music for everybody. I mean, it's very, very droney, heavy, thick. Oh, man. That looks nice.
That looks like there's a booklet popping out there. Like
there is apparently a booklet in here.
Which is always good. Good to look at some... Oh, that's cool.
Look at that.
That is.
Dude.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
That is sick. And it is, apparently the records are on Lava Red is the color. And I guarantee this is in a shitty paper sleeve.
Most of the records.
Oh, no, it's got a little. Yeah. Okay. Let's see that.
There we go.
Yeah, I dig that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's. I mean, it came out in 2005, but it came with a poster too, I think.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, a little Wada there.
You gonna hang that one up?
I'll have to find a frame for it because I won't just
just put it on
through
it.
Like,
you need to get you a frame.
But I went to Joe's record store in the South County Mall in St. Louis, and he posted something on their page about the record store day or whatever, and I was like, "Are you gonna have Alter?" And he was like, "I've got one copy." So that's why I was panicking when I was late and stuff.
I would be sweating.
Yeah, I was. But I was pretty much going up there like, yeah, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to go for this or that or take advantage of the record discount. But I walked in and it was just like people everywhere. And he came up to me and he was just like, "What you looking for?" I was like, "I'm looking for Alter by Sunn and Boris." And he was like, "Oh, Sunn? Oh, I got you." And then he just like pulled it out and handed it to me. And I was just like,
Thank you.
Yes, I will be spending more money here now. Like, I was so stoked to have this and to own. this amazing piece of music. Like I think this is the only repressing from the original in 2005.
Oh, that's an OG pressing?
No, this is the only time that it's been reissued.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is like a record store day first, which it means it can be released again, but at least I got it. So that's cool. I got some other things. I only got 2 record store day exclusive, but the other one was The Best of Death.
I thought that was Creatures of the Night by Kiss for a second.
It does kind of look like it.
I was like, whoa.
But it's a reissue of Fate. It was like a Best of Death that they did back in like 1992. But I seen it and it was like $25 or something. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it. Like, but the record looks sick. Like it's kind of similar to the Bouncing Souls one, but it's just way more
very cool.
Crazy. But I was like cleaning earlier when I got back and I just like put this on and it sounds freaking awesome. Like the mix on it is really good in my opinion, but love it. But Best of Death, got that one. Another one of my favorite musicians, Sufjan Stevens.
The best Hotline Bling cover in history.
Yeah. But Come On Feel the Illinoise, got John Wayne Gacy Jr. on it. All kinds of really great songs.
Wait a second. Come On Feel the Illinoise?
Come On Feel the Illinoise.
Am I the only one that think that's like a little like play off of Come On Feel the Noise, like Quiet Riot?
It might be.
Am I crazy? It's a little
it could be. I don't know. I dig that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I just had that thought. Kind of sound come on, feel the Illinoise. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
So, the last record that I picked up was 72 Seasons.
Oh, the GOAT.
By Metallica. We're probably going to get some heat on this one, but I love this album. I think it's great.
Oh, it's great.
Like
every other Metallica album.
Well, there's some.
Oh, they're all great.
Now I will say I don't really like Saint Anger or Lulu.
Well,
I'll listen to Load and Reload.
Lulu doesn't count because it's not a...
Yeah.
It doesn't count for me, but Saint Anger, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Chris from Can't Swim. He answered my question, by the way. I just like, what's... Because they're driving back. He's driving from like New York to California or some crazy drive. And they're doing it like in the van or whatever, I think. And
that's got to be brutal.
Yeah. And he's like, asked me some questions. And I said, favorite song off Saint Anger. And he posted a video of him listening to Frantic. So, but yes. But 72 Seasons, amazing.
Yeah, dude. Like, there is some Sabbath riffs in here. Have
Absolutely.
you noticed that? Like,
new wave of British heavy metal, too.
Yeah.
Influence for sure.
Like, the last track, Inamorta,
that's an epic. That's the longest song on the album.
Yeah, it's like
11 minutes.
11 minutes long, but man, it's
amazing.
Just like the like very, very doomy kind of Sabbathy stuff in there. I love it. It's great. I mean, there's some things.
It's a little long for me.
It is a little long, and
Metallica doesn't know what an editor is or anything like that. Yeah. They don't have to, by the way. You can do whatever you want. You're great, but I
mean, it's released on their own record.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying they do their albums are 70 minutes at least and that's what you're going to get. You know.
Well, I mean, they can do whatever they want.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They can do whatever they want. I think that they're the greatest.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the only complaint I have is that it could have been trimmed a little bit. Like some of the songs didn't need to be 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
But
you don't have to have a minute intro for like every other song too. But still, I'll take it. Being able to listen to Metallica now, like in this day, and it's still good. Like they're not going to make music that they made 35 years ago.
Impossible to do.
And plus, if I want to hear Ride the Lightning, I'll just go listen to Ride the Lightning. If I want to listen to Kill 'Em All, I'll go listen to Kill 'Em All. Master Pup, same
it's still there.
thing.
It's like, still there it's still online. You can go buy it. You can listen to it whenever you want.
Yeah. It's like if you don't want to listen to it, and just don't buy the records. They don't care. Like
no, they'll be just fine without you.
There we go.
A little digital download there.
That little thing. Got the
Look at that.
Dudes, look at that.
Old James, the man.
Man, it's going to be a sad day when they're going. Oh, it's just black vinyl, which cool with that. Feels pretty heavy, so it might be 1080. But
that's super cool.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to buy it on CD just for the unpacking it on the episode.
People are unhappy about that.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Yeah, it's bad. It's just inconvenient. That's the thing.
Yes. Just just put it in a jewel case, man.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna make CDs, put it in a jewel case.
It's like one of those things that you wind up and it pops. What's that thing that Joker has where it's like a thing and it pops out and it's another little Joker thing? It's like one of those
Jack
things.
In the box. Jack in the box.
It's literally like a Jack in the Box.
Yeah. But,
great album.
It is.
Would you say the last track's your favorite?
I don't think it's up there with one of my favorites.
My favorite's Shadows Follow.
Shadows Follow.
Because it has a hard,
dope.
Has a hard secret mosh part.
It does.
Like
Yeah. Because I was like, man, you can pick up some pennies to this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Chasing Light and Room of Mirrors, like the last section to Room of Mirrors, where it's kind of like the British heavy metal.
Yeah.
Just, oh man. Mm.
And then my favorite lyrics are If Darkness Had a Sun, because I like Metallica lyrics too.
That's the only thing, which I'm not a big lyric person, so lyrics don't matter to me, but it's just like the rhyming, starts killing me if I start paying attention to it.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to rhyme everything. Please don't.
I mean, I just think that Metallica has the best lyrics from thrash. Like, they're the band that takes the most time in the lyrics, in my personal opinion. I know James is amazing, but
it's a great
Kirk's.
album.
I love Kirk's solos.
They all sound the same.
I liked them.
They do.
I liked them. Kirk's,
but they're not bad. They fit the songs.
And him and Rob had quite a bit of songwriting credits on it. I think Rob is killing on bass. There's one track where the bass riff. Yeah, he sings on "You Must Burn."
Yeah.
A little bit. What song is it? Is it "Screaming Suicide" or something, or 72? One of the bass riff in the intro. It's pretty damn good. I can't remember. There's one really standout track that Rob has on bass.
We're still listening to this too.
Yeah,
I've gave it probably maybe 4 listens, but I like to listen to an album a little bit more to digest everything.
And I've been, I can't wait completely until the vinyl comes in, so I had to spin it a couple times, but I'm really waiting for my double LP. I got my shirt, but I didn't get my vinyl yet, so
should have went to record store day and could have got a crisp little.
But I've been spending too much on records, so I'm kind of watching my money a little bit.
Me too.
Yeah,
we did the ATI podcast and went up there with them to the.
I saw you bought Jesus Piece.
Oh yeah,
I saw him done. Or I bought Overkill. I did buy Overkill.
Yeah, I bought a shitload of records there, and then I only bought 4 records today, but record store day everything's a little expensive. But
was there a lot of people in there? By the way,
there was a lot of people. Actually, I was there. I got there at about 11:30, and then Bear pulled in, and he started looking around. So, chatted up with him, looked at a little bit of records. But I will say, if you were in our area and you're looking for any kind of metal or anything, or if you're really into CDs, go to Joe's Records in the mall in South County. It's a really good they've really good store. They have shirts, they have patches, they have back patches, all kinds of CDs, used, new vinyl. The metal section is insane. There is a fuck ton. But their metal CD collection, and even they have a legit punk CD collection too. I was looking through the punk stuff today too. But yeah, man. Check out Joe's Records. I was kind of I went in there one time, found a obituary and a death record, and I was like, I don't know, I'll check them out again. But no, after today, I will be going back there more and more. Good, solid owner, good selection, good, decent prices. It's awesome. I liked it a lot. Actually, I almost got Bolt Thrower, The Fourth Crusade, but on CD. But it was in a digipack, and I don't want a digipack if I'm going to buy a bolt thrower.
I hate it.
Like,
I hate to be a complainer. I still buy them, but I hate digipacks because I put them in this like one of those things for CDs.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm talking like the old school ones where they go up and down or whatever, and the digipacks are hard to fit in there.
Yeah, and then like with moisture in the air and stuff like that, they always like kind of fray at the ends
and crease and shit. Yeah,
like nah.
I didn't put my Jerry only CD in there right, and like when you open it up, it's like kind of fucked up looking now. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of old digipacks.
Yeah. So that's about. Do you got anything else you want to talk about?
Go support stuff. Go buy records. Go to shows. Support the ATI podcast, of course.
Yeah.
Follow them.
And Bear and Josh doing some good things over there.
Absolutely.
I can't remember which guests they have up next, but we will be working with them pretty soon on a special little episode. You'll see more about that later on. But
the Cardinals just hit a home run. Who was it? Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Let's go. Let's go, Birds.
All right, so we're Missouri.
We're Cardinals fans.
Boys. We're Cardinals fans. We have the Cardinal game going on in front of us, and we've been struggling. So anytime we get ahead, celebration.
I'm telling you, it's the baby blue jerseys. I need to wear them more.
I think that's what. But we're still down. Damn.
It ain't over yet. One out, ninth inning, down by one. But
anyways, check out everything that the ATI podcast is doing, waxing on. If you're on the stream, it'll be dropping on YouTube like in the next coming
days. Yeah.
So appreciate anybody who checks it out. Maybe you find something cool out of our selections.
Listen to something that you normally wouldn't. I'll listen to anything once.
Oh, let's like Jake makes a curated playlist.
Yeah.
Makes a playlist out of our picks, and we each listen to, like, normally, like, I wouldn't seek out Trophy Eyes, or you wouldn't seek out Alters.
No,
but we each listen. It's just like,
you never know.
You don't know if like something.
I wouldn't have found out about Maul or Body Box, two death metal bands that I actually like a lot if it weren't for you. So,
and also next Saturday at Sinkhole, Buddies and Bloodspawn are playing with Knoll, Tennessee. I believe Tennessee grindcore band, really cool band. But then in June, at the end of June, 24th at the Sinkhole is going to be Maul. I'm so stoked. I'm hoping to make it.
Yeah, I hope I can make that too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Drain is playing in St. Louis June 1st.
Yeah.
Go see Drain. They're about to release a new album.
Oh, man, we could keep going on a tangent about the Descendants cover they did.
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing.
All right, well, we'll end it here. But anyways, thanks everybody for checking this out. If you like anything, listen to it, buy it, or whatever, stream it. But support the ATI podcast. But we're out.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.